What is up, guys? Rick Hackus here, going over the new gear sets coming to the Division with patch 1.3. This patch should be releasing at the same time as the Underground DLC. Now, gear sets are some of the most important things when it comes to creating your build in the Division, so let's go over them. Unfortunately, the full graphic showing off these gear sets hasn't yet been revealed, so we don't know exactly what they look like, but we do know what their gear set bonuses are. So let's start out with the first one here, Blind. Now, for wearing 2 pieces of this gear set, you're going to receive 100% increase to pulse critical hit damage. So when you use your pulse skill, you're going to be doing 100%, essentially double the damage for getting critical hits. That is actually extremely useful. As someone who uses pulse with critical hit increase as the mod, that is actually, I'm really looking forward to getting 2 pieces of Blind. That is going to be excellent in increasing your damage output. Now, for wearing 3 pieces of Blind, you get 100% increase to blind/deaf resistance. Essentially, you will not become blinded or deafened by enemy flashbang grenades, for example. That's pretty useful, not incredibly useful. I don't actually get, flashbang that often, but eliminating that effect pretty much entirely is definitely going to be a decent benefit. Now, for wearing all 4 pieces of Blind, the final effect is that getting kills will cause flashbang explosions. Now, this is actually insane. So basically, if you kill an enemy when you're using 4 pieces of Blind, that enemy is going to, I assume, explode with a flashbang grenade, essentially. So every enemy you kill is basically like setting off another flashbang. That is potentially insane. That means that if there's a group of enemies charging towards you, if you kill one of those enemies within that group, it's going to blind everyone, and then you can kill the next one, and that's gonna blind everyone again. That seems the potential of this armor set, especially in terms of PvE, seems absolutely bonkers. Moving on, the next gear set we have is Firecrest. Now, for wearing 2 pieces of Firecrest, you're going to get +3 Incendiary Bullets. Now remember, Incendiary Bullets are part of your consumables, which you can use at pretty much any time as long as you have them available. So +3 Incendiary Bullets just means that you're going to be able to carry, I believe, 6 instead of the normal 3. This is pretty useful. Incendiary Bullets are actually pretty darn good in certain PvE and PvP encounters. You put them on every time you shoot enemies, they have a chance to catch fire, so it really helps take down enemies that are just putting forth a ton of damage, because you can just shoot them, light them on fire, and then they're distracted by the fire, not shooting back at you. So getting essentially double the Incendiary Bullets that you can carry is pretty darn useful. Now, for wearing 3 pieces of Firecrest, you get plus 100% reload speed. So you're going to be reloading twice as fast. Obviously quite useful, not as insane as some of the other stuff we're going to see today, but still an overall good thing to have. Now, for wearing 4 pieces of Firecrest, the final perk for this gear set is that killing an enemy with fire grants 10 seconds of Incendiary Bullets. This is potentially huge because this is actually an engine. If this ability can stack on itself, all you need to do is kill one enemy with either Incendiary Bullets that you put on yourself, or by throwing an Incendiary Grenade or just something fire related, and then you're going to get 10 seconds of Incendiary Bullets. Obviously quite useful, but if you're using those Incendiary Bullets, you have a pretty high chance to light someone else on fire and perhaps kill them with fire within that 10 seconds, and then I think it's going to reapply. And when it reapplies, you get more Incendiary Bullets, so you can potentially go infinite with your fire spreading potential. That is pretty awesome. The one potential downside to all of this is that it says killing an enemy with fire, not killing an enemy on fire. So lighting them on fire, they actually have to die from the damage over time fire effect, not by you killing them while they're on fire. So depending on how hard that's going to be to execute, that's going to really determine how good this gear set is. Now, the next gear set we have is called Frontline. Now, for using 2 pieces of Frontline, you get plus 300% Ballistic Shield health. Now, I'm not going to analyze that until we go over the other abilities. For wearing 3 pieces, you get plus 100% Ballistic Shield damage resistance. And for wearing 4 pieces, you can use an SMG with your Ballistic Shield. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be insane. Like, frontline plus a ballistic shield and SMGs, that could potentially take over the Dark Zone. Like, that could potentially just completely shift the whole dynamic of PvP, of, you know, the Division entirely. Because SMGs, we know how powerful SMGs are. They are getting like a kind of a nerf with patch 1.3 because essentially instead of having increase critical hit chance, they're then going to switch over to increase critical hit damage. But still, being able to walk around with a ballistic shield that's already 300% more health and 100% better at resisting damage, and you can use an SMG in your hand. Oh my goodness, the potential for this gear set is absolutely insane. I definitely want one as soon as patch 1.3 comes out. But we still have one more gear set to go over. The last one is the Reclaimer. Now, for wearing 2 pieces, you get plus 100% support station healing rate. Already, like, sign me up. I use support station a lot, and I would love to double the healing rate of the support station, especially when characters are using high skill power builds. To put 2 pieces of Reclaimer on and double that rate, I've seen people achieve pretty insane support station healing rates. I can't believe that that could potentially be doubled by using this gear set, but here we have it. Now, for wearing 3 pieces, you're going to get plus 50% consumables duration. So like I was saying, when we talk about stuff like incendiary ammo, like explosive ammo, like water bottle, which increases your critical hit damage, I believe, and stuff like that, your consumables, they're going to last 50% further. Now this really comes into effect with the 4-piece bonuses, which is your consumables and special ammo affect your whole squad and aren't consumed on use. That is fucking bananas. First of all, they aren't consumed on use. So you use, essentially what it's saying is that you can use infinite, I assume it's saying you can use infinite explosive rounds and incendiary rounds. Infinite, because they aren't consumed on use. Not only that, but if you use an incendiary round, you then have your entire team with incendiary rounds automatically applied to them. That is insane. That is so useful. Like, that is going to be incredibly good for the current incursion, certainly, and whatever next incursion they throw at us. Reclaimer is definitely something to look out for, and although everyone is going to be going pretty ham over Frontline, I think Reclaimer is going to be kind of the hidden gem of these gear sets. Like, that bonus is absurdly powerful when used properly. Now that's it for the gear sets revealed to be coming in patch 1.3 for the Division. I've got to say that I really love the look of these gear sets. They're certainly getting more creative in their ideas. You know, the first gear sets introduced into the Division were really all about just doing extra damage, and it just went about different ways to achieve that extra damage. Now you have all of these super interesting, you know, super customizable gear sets that really kind of, you create a build around them, which is definitely what gear sets should be looking to achieve. So I'm really excited for these gear sets, really excited for patch 1.3, should definitely spice up the Division. Now that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this video informative. Now if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating or sharing this video. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at Rickakis. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.